Before you skip this video, answer one question. If today someone offered you a completely different life, would you leave your own behind? Stay until the end, because the answer of one bird changed an entire forest. Many years ago, near a quiet mountain village, there lived a black crow named Karo. Every morning he flew above the fields searching for food, but wherever he landed people chased him away. Children threw stones. Farmers shouted at him. Even other birds avoided him. One rainy evening Karo sat alone on the branch of an old banyan tree. Dark clouds covered the sky and cold wind moved through the leaves. For the first time in his life, tears fell from his eyes. Under that same tree sat an old traveler wearing simple clothes. He had spent many years wandering through forests and villages. A tear dropped onto the old man's hand. He looked up and asked softly, "Little bird, why are you crying?" Karo replied, "I am tired of being a crow. Nobody likes me. Everywhere I go, people push me away. I think my life is the worst among all birds." The old traveler remained silent for a moment. Then he said, "Sometimes the life we hate is the life others dream about." Karo became angry. "How can anyone want my life?" The old man removed a small wooden necklace from his pocket. "This necklace carries a strange blessing. I can help you become any bird you wish. But before I do, go and discover which bird is truly the happiest." Karo's eyes became bright. Without wasting a second he asked, "Can I become a swan?" The old man smiled. "Perhaps. But first, meet one." Early the next morning, Karo flew toward a large lake where a beautiful white swan was gliding peacefully across the water. The crow slowly landed beside the lake and looked at the graceful swan. The water reflected the bird's shining white feathers, and everything appeared perfect. Karo said, "You must be the happiest bird in the world. You are beautiful, calm, and everyone admires you." The swan lowered its head and gave a sad smile. "You only see my feathers," the swan replied. "You do not see my heart." Karo became confused. The swan continued, "People admire my color, but I only have one color. Every day I watch colorful birds flying across the sky. Sometimes I wish I had their beauty. I believe the parrot lives the happiest life." These words surprised Karo. He had expected the swan to speak proudly, yet the bird seemed unhappy. Without wasting time, Karo thanked the swan and flew away in search of the parrot. After many hours he reached a garden filled with fruit trees. There he found a green parrot sitting quietly on a branch. Karo said excitedly, "You are colorful, clever, and beautiful. The swan told me that you must be the happiest bird alive." The parrot looked around nervously before answering. "You think my colors are a blessing, but they are also my fear." Karo asked, "What do you mean?" The parrot sighed. "People want to capture me. Many of my friends spend their entire lives inside cages. Every day I fear losing my freedom. I may have colors, but I do not have peace." Karo listened carefully. "Then who is the happiest?" he asked. The parrot looked toward the distant hills. "There is a bird that everyone admires. Its feathers shine like a rainbow. Go and meet the peacock. Perhaps you will find your answer there." As the sun began to set, Karo followed the direction the parrot had shown him. After a long journey he finally reached a large garden surrounded by iron bars. Inside stood a magnificent peacock. Hundreds of people had gathered around him. Karo smiled and thought, "At last, I have found the happiest bird in the world." But the peacock's eyes were filled with a sadness that Karo had never seen before. The crowd slowly disappeared as evening covered the garden. The peacock stood alone inside the large cage, his colorful feathers shining under the fading sunlight. Karo moved closer and said, "You are the most beautiful bird I have ever seen. People travel from far away just to see you. Surely you must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock remained silent for a few moments. Then he looked toward the open sky and replied, "Beauty is not always a blessing." Karo was confused. The peacock continued, "People admire my feathers, but they also keep me trapped because of them. Every day I watch birds flying freely above these walls while I remain here. Everyone sees my colors, but nobody sees my prison. Karo asked quietly, if you are unhappy, then who is the happiest bird? The peacock looked directly into Karo's eyes. For many years I searched for that answer, he said. And now I believe the happiest bird is the one standing in front of me. Karo stepped back in surprise. Me? A crow? Yes, the peacock replied. Nobody locks you in a cage. Nobody keeps you for your feathers. You can fly wherever you wish. You own something more valuable than beauty. Freedom. Those words struck Karo like lightning. For the first time, he remembered all the places he had visited, the skies he had crossed, and the forests he could enter whenever he wanted. The next morning, Karo returned to the old traveler waiting beneath the ancient tree. The traveler smiled and asked, so, which bird do you wish to become? Karo lowered his head. I do not want to become anyone else. For the first time in my life, I am happy to be a crow. The old man said, people often compare their lives with others and forget the blessings they already possess. Every person carries a hidden struggle that the world cannot see. As Karo flew into the open sky, he finally understood the secret that had changed his life. The person who keeps comparing himself with others remains unhappy. But the person who values what he already has becomes truly rich. And before you leave, ask yourself one question. Are you unhappy because your life is difficult, or because you are looking at someone else's life?